One page is torn from a booklet whose pages are numbered in the serial manner starting from the first page as 1. Okay, fine. Then the sum of the numbers on the remaining pages is 195. What they have given? This is what? This is sum of the remaining pages, 195. And one page is torn. That means if one page is torn, two numbers are missing. No, if you tear any page, front and back, two pages will be. So like that they have given. Which page is that? On that page, which numbers were printed, basically. Okay. Now, when we are calculating sum of few numbers, let's say sum of numbers starting from 1. Sum of numbers starting from 1. What I had told? Sum of n natural numbers. From 1 to n. How do we calculate? N plus 1 by 2 is average. Sum means n into n plus 1 by 2. Yes or no? Now, after doing the sum of the remaining pages, we have got this. Let's say the torn page is there in the book. Then also we have counted from 1 to the last page. Then the count would have been more than this. If the torn page was there in the book, and if we had counted the number of page, the number printed on each page, then it would have crossed 195. So somewhere we need the sum of more than 195. We are targeting the sum of more than 195 so that later we subtract either this or this or this or this. Because there is no magic that will directly find out, 7th and 8th page is missing or 9th and 10th page. There is no such this thing. So we have to assume some number. Which would give us the sum greater than 195. That too, the sum should not be too far. In that sum, if we take out this sum, then I should get 195. Getting my point? So here the least sum is how much? 11. 23 is the highest sum. Maximum what we can subtract? 23. From the sum of these n natural numbers, if I subtract maximum of 23, then I should be remaining with 195. So we are targeting this sum somewhere which is more than 200. Maximum that we can subtract from the whole sum is 23. After subtracting that, we should be remaining with 195. So 23 plus 195 would give us, let's say, 228. So we are targeting this sum somewhere close to 200. So that we have to find out. If the n value assumes, let's say 10, if this takes the value 10, 10 plus 10 into 11 divided by 2, how much it will be? 55. Let's say this is 20. 20 into 21 divided by 2. So what it will be? 20 into 21 divided by 2. What it will be? 210. Correct? 210. That is more than 195. More than 195. So this is again trial and error only. If n is equal to 20, this sum, that is n into n plus 1 by 2, should be equal to 20 into 21 divided by 2, that is 210. Now, what is n? N is equal to 20. So the number of pages in that book, if there were 20, sum is 210. From this, check the given options. Our Final sum should be 195. How much we need to subtract from 210 to get 195? 15. 210 minus 195, how much? 15. So answer is, so in a book from 1 to 20, that is page numbers 1 to 20, 7th page and 8th page are missing. All other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 up to 20, they are present. And we don't get answer by any formula here. There is no rocket science to get answers of those questions. We have to go with if and but. If and but. Yes. So here we got one clue that our sum should be more than 200. Our sum should be more than 200. For what value of n we get the sum more than 200? So when we checked, it is basically 20. Go with the round numbers. Okay. Again, suddenly you will not get the value of n is equal to 20. It will not flash. So there is a process. Process in the sense like your mind should be running in that way. First I took 10, right? 10 was giving me 55. Then I took 20. Yes. So 20 gave me the total of 210. Somewhere that is matching. More than 195. You would have gone for 21 also. You would have gone for 21. Already we have got 210 here. Plus one more page. It would have gone to 231. But what I had told? Maximum we can go to what? 23 plus 195. That is 218. Beyond that we need not go. You would have taken 19 also. 19 would have given us the sum. What? 19 less than this. Sorry, 20 less than this. It would have gone for 190. That would be already less than 195. There is no chance of tearing at all. So 20 will be our choice. Yes, when n is equal to 20, if the page number 7 and 8 are torn, then the sum will be 195. Okay, it is purely application oriented problem. So today we'll be taking up percentages problem. Percentages, again, as we have discussed averages, these percentages are also of lot of importance. These are again basics. These are again basics. Okay, these are part of basic arithmetic only. But we have given a chapter name as percentage. And these are again highly used, especially in the problems like profit and loss, problems on simple interest, compound interest, or most of the problems. Wherever they can't find the direct value, they'll ask you the percentage. Okay. Now, this percentage term, we use it on daily basis also. In our general talking also, we use this percentage, yes or no? We'll call someone and tell to come to your house, come to your place. That person will say 100% I'll come this weekend. That means what? That person is not going to come. If he or she tells 200% I'll come, then in this lifetime only they will not come. Okay. Then many things. For example, whenever somebody asks you, what was your 10th score? If you tell them, I got 576 out of 625, they will ask you, tell me in percentage. Yes or no? Because they will not calculate very readily how much percentage you have scored. They'll ask you, percentage, bol do, bakhsh do hame. Correct? Then, other things also. Like, sometimes you say 99%. That means what? Very close to. Sometimes, when you are in doubt, 50-50. That means 50% here, 50% there. In our answers, we tell, like, usually in GS papers, you should be writing 70% facts and 30% analysis. In essay, we say 30% facts and 70% analysis. All these percentage terms, like it has become part of our life. Why? Why it has become part of our life? Percentage. What do we do while we are calculating percentage? What do we do? Yeah. What do we do while we are calculating percentage? Yeah. Huh. Generally also, why we talk in terms of percentage? Hmm. Basically, we are very much used to compare everything with 100. We are very much like used to compare everything with 100. So 100 is kind of a benchmark for us. 100 is kind of a benchmark. We try to tell everything in terms of 100 only. Earlier, people used to say in terms of Ana. For example, 16 Anas will make 1 rupee. So if they want to tell 50%, they used to tell Entane. Entane baga bartane, Entane baga baralla. That means what? 50-50. Nalkane 25%. That was the comparison then. 16 Ana or 1 rupee. That was the comparison. But now, like almost everyone knows how to compare it to 100. So that is why we talk everything in terms of 100 or percentage. For example, there are 5 chocolates and you have taken 2. You have taken 2. What percentage you have taken? Out of 5 chocolates, you have taken 2. What percentage you have taken? 40%, correct? Out of 8, you have taken, let's say, 6. What percentage it is? Yeah? 75%. So basically, we take fractions, take any fraction for that matter, half, 3/4, 1/3, whatever it is. When we try to convert them in the sense when we try to compare them with respect to 100, because we are not comfortable in expressing these things. We are not comfortable in expressing these things, these fractions. What do? We try to convert them into percentages. Convert them into percentages. So whenever you are converting a fraction to a percentage, generally what do? You multiply by 100. Half into 100. That means 50%. 2 ones are 2 5s. This 1/3 into 1/3 into 100. What does this mean? Indirectly, 100 divided by 3. Then it will go to 33.33%. Yes? So that is how we convert. So whenever we are converting a fraction to a percentage, we multiply it by 100. But when we are converting a percentage to a fraction, this is most of the cases, more than 75% of the cases, we convert a fraction into percentage. In other cases, depending upon its usage, we convert the percentage into fraction. Percentage into fraction. Percentage into fraction in the sense, how do you do it? Opposite of this, no? Divide by 100. If somebody has given you the percentage of, let's say, what I would say, around 64%. This 64% itself has other notations like this bar and 2 zeros. 64%. This means this only. We are not doing anything extra. This means this only. Yes. Here 1/3 was there. What we are trying to do, this 1/3, we are trying to write like this 33.33 by 100. Already 1 by 3 is equal to this one. We are not doing anything extra here. We are not adding anything extra. This means this. 64% means this. Instead of this, we write this. Instead of this, we write this. Understand? Conversion of a fraction, we multiply by 100. We are not doing anything a favor to that particular number. And also when it comes to the conversion from percentage to fraction, we divide it by 100. Okay, but in examination, all the problems, like when you understand the logic, when you solve them, last but one step would be like this. Last but one step would be like this. Let's say 25 divided by let's say 40. Last step will be like this. Then you will do what? 5 5s are 5 8s are. So your answer is 5 by 8. But in the options, they will not give 5 by 8. They would have given in terms of percentage. In 200. In examination hall, what you will do? Now tell me, to convert this to a percentage, it will take at least 20 seconds. Yes or no? So to avoid these 20 seconds, what we can do is, we can remember the percentage for this 5 by 8. At least for few of the fractions, let us remember the percentages directly. We don't have to waste this time in the examination hall. 5 by 8 is actually 62.5%. 62.5%. We'll remember. So we have remembered what? We have remembered tables, we have remembered squares, we have remembered cubes, we have also remembered powers of 2, powers of 3, powers of 5. We have remembered. Along with that, few percentages let us remember. You don't have to put effort for this. While you are solving, you will get used to remember them. Okay. So let us look into those important, very important percentages. First, 1 by 2. Should I explain what is 1 by 2? What percentage it is? Should I? No, na? Yeah. Then 1 by 4. What it is? 25%. I don't have to tell that. Then 2 by 4. You know. It is nothing but half. 50%. 3 by 4. 75%. Done. 4 by 4 I don't have to tell. Yes. Then similarly 1 by 8. See, this is 50%. This is 25%. Half of this is 1 by 8, right? This is equal to 12.5%. Yes? No problem. Then 2 by 8. It is nothing but 1 by 4. 3 by 8. How much it is? 3 times of this, right? 3 times of 12.5, yes or no? 1 by 8 into 3 is 3 by 8, right? So 12.5, 3 times is 37.5%. 4 by 8, should I? 4 by 8, 50%. Yeah. Then 5 by 8. How much? 62.5%. Because see, 12 and a half, 37 and a half, it should be 62.5%. You can work out 5 divided by 8. That means 500 divided by 8. 8 6s are 2s are then 5s are. 6 by 8, what it is? 6 by 8, what it is? 3 by 4, 75%. Then 7 by 8. Yeah, you have to remember this. 87.5%. Yeah? Done? One by 3. What it is? 1 by 3. 33.33%. 33.33%. Then 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Double of that. 66.66 or 66.67% you can write. 3 by 3 is 1. Yeah. Then after this 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is half of this. Half of 1 by 3. Yes or no? Half of 1 by 3. So see 16.66%. 16.66%. What about 2 by 6? 2 by 6 is what? 1 by 3 only. 33.33%. Then 3 by 6, what it is? Half. 4 by 6, nothing but 2 by 3 only, 66.67. Then 5 by 6, this is important, 83.33. 83.33. 5 by 6 is 83.33. See, in this chart you can leave many blanks, no problem. But important ones you have to write. Then 1 by 2, 3, 4 is over. One by 5. This is very simple, but people get more confused. 20%, 2 by 5, 40%, 3 by 5, 60%, 4 by 5, 80%. Yes? 1 by 7, don't ask me. I have told you, even while doing the divisibility, for 7, there is no pattern, you can't remember. Don't worry about that. Okay? Whenever you have to divide by 7, do it practically and write the answer. Okay? Now, 1 by 9. See, 1 by 3 is 33.33%. 1 by 9 is 1/3 of that, no? 1/3 into 1/3 will get 1 by 9, correct? So 1/3 of 33.33. 11.11. This is recurring. 111111. It will be recurring. Then 2 by 9. 2 times of this, no? It will be fun. 3 by 9. Nothing but 1 by 3. 4 by 9. 44.44%. Fill up to 8 by 9. 88.88%. Fill all the all the gaps there. Now, one very important fraction after this also, because it might help. I'm teaching this since many years. Last year, one particular question came with respect to this percentage only. Okay. I told you while I was telling about the, no, I have not told. I have not told. Now, let us work out 1 by 11. 1 by 11. 1 by 10, 2 by 10 you want? No, right? Sure. So 1 by 11. So when you divide 1 by 11 or 1 by 11 into 100, what you will get? 100 divided by 11. 11 nines are 99. 1 will come. With this 0, it will not go. So I'll give point. This 0, I'll give 0. Then 11 nines are. It will just go like that. So it is basically 9.09090909. It will be recurring. This 09090909 will be recurring. If it is recurring, it is rational or irrational? If it is recurring also, if it is terminating also, we call that as rational only. Non-terminating and non-recurring, we call that as irrational. All the negations, non-terminating, non-repetitive, that is nothing but what? Yes. Similarly, tell me 2 by 11, what it will be? 2 times of this, 18.18% recurring. 18.18%. Then 3 by 11, 27.27%. So every time, whatever the numerator is there, multiply that by 9. Before the decimal point also same thing. After the decimal point also same thing. So 4 by 11 is 36.36%. Up to 10 by 11. This is 90.90%. Got it? Look at the relation between 9 and 11. Whenever we divide by 11 and 9, we get the answer in terms of 11. Whenever we divide by 11, we get the answer in terms of 9. They are very close friends, 9 and 11. You divide something, I'll be the answer. Divide by 11, 9 will be the answer. Divide by 9, 11 will be the answer. That is how it is. Okay? At least if you have an idea that here this recurrence will come, here this recurrence will come, at least in the examination, like you will be eliminating too many things. One question has come with respect to this only. They had given question 1.272727. This was the thing. 272727. So when 272727 is repetitive, what do you expect in the denominator? 11. At least if you get to know that the divisor or the denominator is 11, you can eliminate few of the options there. If the answer is coming in this way, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, at least you can imagine that the divisor is 9. That way you can eliminate other options. Yes? Okay. So will you remember these things? See, these though will remember very easily. Again, other side also will remember very easily. Very tough ones. This one, usually we forget. Then these four. Then here 1 by 9 and 1 by 11 will not be a problem now. So basically 1 by 6, then 5 by 6, 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 5 by 8 and 7 by 8. If you remember them, then like most of the things you would remember. Okay, done. So don't spend too much time in physically calculating the percentage. Directly mark that one. Yes, done. Then we'll go to problems one by one. And whenever I come across anything that is new or any new thing that I have to be teaching, so I'll be teaching then and there only. At least solve few problems now. Okay. What is 24% of 32% of 5 by 6 of 4,000? It is basically a BODMAS related, but you should know how to write these expressions. 24% means 24 by 100. Of means multiplication. Then 32 divided by 100 into 5 by 6 into 4,000. Yes? Any doubt how to write it? Okay, no? So 0000 get cancelled. Single zero get cancelled. 2 2s are, 2 5s are, 5 5 get cancelled. 2 1s are, 2 3s are, 3 1s are, 3 8s are. 8 into 32, 256. Simple. 256. Yes. No problem. What percent is 1 minute 48 seconds of an hour? Looks very simple question. But can you write the expression for this? Write the expression. Try. What percent is 1 minute 48 seconds of an hour? See, in the previous problem, some percentage of something we had written. Some percentage of something we had written. The same thing we should check here also. What percent of an hour, what percent of an hour is 1 minute 48 seconds? Now is it making sense? What percentage of an hour is 1 minute 48 seconds? I'll change the question a bit. What percentage of an hour is 15 minutes? What percentage of an hour is 15 minutes? Array. Answer loudly. From now on, when I ask the question, I'll close my eyes. Okay. The voice should be heard here. Otherwise, as if they are trying, they are not getting the answer. Okay, what is the answer? 25%, right? What percentage of an hour is 15 minutes? That means what percentage of an hour, 1 hour, is 15 minutes, right? Similarly, can I write here? What percentage of 1 hour is equal to 1 minute 48 seconds. Yes, makes sense? But here we have in minutes and seconds, here we have 1 hour. We cannot cancel. That is why we have to convert them into the smallest unit. Smallest unit, 1 hour can be written as 60 minutes or 3600 seconds. So I'll write the smallest unit 3600 seconds. Then what should you write here? 1 minute is 60 seconds plus 48 seconds. How many? 108. So 0000 get cancelled. So this percentage mark, this question mark is equal to 108 divided by 36. So that is equal to 3%. 3%. So 3% of an hour is equal to what? 1 minute 48 seconds. Now tell me, what percentage of an hour is 10 minutes? Quick. What percentage of an hour is 10 minutes? See, rather than writing like this, you can try one thing. Here, what percentage of an hour is 10 minutes? Two entities you are comparing, right? Which two entities you are comparing? What percentage of an hour is 10 seconds? In this problem, you are comparing two entities. Which all entities you are comparing? Okay, in this, what you checked? Which two entities we compared here? I'm asking about two data. You compared two data here. Which two data? 1 hour is one data. Another one is 1 minute 48 seconds. In the next question, what I am asking, what percentage is 10 minutes of an hour? Which two data you are comparing? 10 minutes and 1 hour. 10 minutes and 1 hour. So, 10 minutes and 60 minutes you are comparing. You are comparing 10 minutes to 60 minutes. Correct? You are comparing 10 minutes to 60 minutes, or in 60 minutes, what part is 10 minutes? Or in 60 minutes, what percentage is 10 minutes? What is this fraction? 1 by 6. That means 16.66. Simple. Yeah. So from now on, rather than writing all these things, what you will do, you will write one mark. You will know what will come in the denominator. Usually that will be what you are comparing to. Then in the numerator, what you are comparing, that will come. What is half an hour compared to 1 hour? Or half an hour is what percentage of an hour? So you will write 60 here, you will write 30 here. This is not just applicable to this. Anything. Anything. 2 is what percentage of 8? 2 by 8, 1 by 4. Nothing but 25%, correct? 3 is what percentage of 9? For every wrong answer of yours, I'll charge 100 rupees, okay? 100 rupees from now on. I'll take a count. If you wait and give right answer, from that 100 rupees only, I'll give 50 rupees. Okay. Yeah. 3 is what percentage of 9? 3 by 9. Simple. So don't think of this multiplication by 100, all that stuff. Just take two entities which you are comparing. Usually the bigger entity will come in the bottom and the lighter entity will be there in the numerator. Take the fraction, get the percentage, done. Don't fall into this all trap. Okay, next question. Amit paid rupees 43.2 as sales tax on a watch worth rupees 360. Rupees 360. Find the rate of sales tax. Amit paid 43.2 rupees as sales tax on a watch worth 360. this 360 rupees is including this one or excluding? Amit paid rupees 43.20 as sales tax on a watch worth. What is the worth of watch? 360. If at all they have to give that it is inclusive of tax, they will mention it separately. If that is not mentioned, then it is purely the price of watch. On that the tax will be calculated. Yes or no? Yes. On that the tax will be calculated. So usually if you take any bill, you might have seen this. Maybe when you have gone to shop, hotel, first they will give your amount, blah, 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 blah. And they will do what? They will totally make the sum. So this is total. Then they will put tax. Now we have GST. Yes or no? In GST, what all we have inside? CGST, SGST. So let's say only one GST, let's say 18%. If your bill is 1000, 18% is 180. Your total bill will be 1180. This is how the bill will be given. Yeah. So 360 is worth of watch. This is price of watch. Upon that, what we are doing? Tax. Yes. If 100 rupees was the worth of watch, and let's say 4 rupees is tax on that. If 100 rupees is worth of watch and 4 rupees is tax on that, what is the percentage of sales tax? If 100 rupees is the worth of the watch and 4 rupees is the tax that we are paying on that, what will be the percentage of sales tax? 4%, right? What did I do here? 4 divided by 100 over. What should I do here? What is the worth of the watch? And what is the sales tax? But this one we are not used to. I mean, like this is bigger fraction. Just like 3 by 8 and I mean like 7 by 8 we don't get. So that is why we have to multiply by 100. So this is percentage of sales tax. 0, 0 get cancelled. 10 into 43.2. It is 432 divided by 36. 6 6 za, 6 7 za, 6 2 za, 6 1 za, 6 12 za. So percentage of sales tax is equal to 12. 12% is the tax. If sales tax percentage was 10, if sales tax percentage was 10, then what would have been the tax? If 10% sales tax, what would have been the tax? 36. Tell loudly. Otherwise, don't tell, okay? If you can tell, if I can hear, that has some value. Okay, otherwise, don't. Tell loudly if you are telling at all. Okay, 10% would have been what? 36 rupees. It is more than that, no? So somewhere more than 10%. So it is 12%. Done? Yeah. Now this is the application of average also now. If the average of a number, I don't know, it's 75%. And it's 25%. That means this number's 75% and This numbers 25%. Totally how many numbers are there? They are taking the average of how many numbers? If they had given only one number, why the average at all? There should be two or more, right, to calculate average. Otherwise, no fun. So first number is this number. Its 75% is another number. Its 25% is another. For example, if I take this number as 4, what will be 75% of 4? What will be 75% of 4? What will be 25% of 4? 1. So 3 numbers would have been 4, 3 and 1. Correct? Like that. We don't know that number yet. So their average is 216. Can I write this 216? This is RHS. This is anyways done. I'll assume the first number as X. X. Plus 3/4 of number can I write? 75% is nothing but 3/4, no? Yes. Plus 1/4 of it. Can I write like this? This becomes sum. When you want to take the average of these three numbers, you should divide by how much? When you are taking the sum of three numbers, 3. In this equation, how many variables are there? One variable. One variable, one equation. Can we solve? Okay, solve for X. Let's see. I know what to do here. You'll take the LCM of this, no? LCM. Wasting 20. You will be finding the ways to waste time. Yes or no? Simple. 1x, 3/4 of x, and 1/4 of x. What is 3/4 of x plus 1/4 of x? 3/4 of a pizza plus 1/4 of a pizza is one pizza, no? Yeah? Yes or no? 1 plus 1, 2. How many seconds we are saving? Yeah? So here x is equal to 216 into 3 by 2. 2 ones are here 108. 108 into 3, 324. Cool? Yes or no? Done. So while you are doing a problem, your ears, your eyes, even sometimes your nose, your mouth, and more than anything, your brain should be open. Okay, you should know what exactly is written here. Don't open your AK-47 all the time, you know. Sometimes without AK-47 also, you can kill the enemy just by slapping. Why waste a bullet? Yes or no? Simple, no? LCM. Then for that again, I don't know, people would do this. No, right? Thank God. Yeah, done. Then two numbers are respectively 25% and 40% less than the third number. Two numbers are there already. When you compare it to the third number, what it is? Now tell me, out of these three numbers, which number has to be taken as a reference number? Out of three number, for example, in every question we assume x, no? Upon that x, we write the other entities in terms of x. If I say one is x, then I take another in for example, in the previous problem, number, it's 75%, it's 25%. I took x, 3 by 4x, 1 by 4x. Here, the first number was very basic, or I took that as a reference number or reference variable. Here, among these three numbers, what they are telling, which number has to be taken as a reference number? Third number? Yes. Why? Because the first two numbers are being expressed in terms of the third. They are keeping third as the reference and they are telling first and the second is something of this. So we have to assume this as the variable. Always be careful in any question, any chapter. First you have to decide what is the reference entity and what should be the reference variable. Here, first and second are being expressed in terms of what? A third number. So if I take the third number as x, if I take third number as x, this is my third number. What would be the second number? Okay, let's come to first number. They are 25% and 40% less. So first number is 25% less than the third number. If the third number is x, what would be the first number? 100 rupees. 100 rupees. I'm counting from now. 100 rupees. First answer is wrong. It is not 2 by 5. Okay, you also keep count. But you should be answering. So, last number is x. What is this number? What they are telling? This is 25% less than the third number. If third number is x, the first number is x minus 1 by 4x. That is for high school students. 50 rupees. Yeah. X minus 1 by 4x. That means what? 3 by 4x. 25% less means 75%. Yes or no? If they are cutting my salary by 25%, that means what? They are giving me 75% salary, no? As simple as that. Yes or no? So can I write this as 3 by 4x? Can I? Yes? Then, second number. How much less? 40% less. Means 60% of that number. 60% of that number, what is the fraction? For 60%, what is the fraction? 3 by 5. Or in such cases, the second method, usually I assume as 100. 100 is very close to me rather than x and y. 100 I take it very casually. 100, if third number is 100, first number would have been 25% less. That means second number is 40% less, 60 itself. I would have taken like this. It is up to your comfort. Go with x or go with 100. All the time 100 cannot be applied. There are few exceptions. 90% of the times we can apply this. But x is 100% applicable. But it makes complicated. It makes us to what? Assume or like visualize very easily. Yeah. Now what they are telling? What percent is the second of first? Which two we are comparing? First and second. Yes, at least that is clear. First and second we are checking. Now check what percent of the first is second. What percent of the second is first? Simple. What percent of the second is first? Oh, of the first. I'm sorry. What percent of the first is second? What percent of the first is second? Okay. So what is first number? 3 by 4x, or if you want to put 75, I don't have a problem. 3 by 4x. Second number is 3 by 5x. X get cancelled, 3 get cancelled. This question mark is equal to 4 by 5 into 100. That is equal to 80. That means the second number is 80% of the first. Second number is 80% of the first. That means what? 60 is 80% of 75. 60 is 80% of 75. Or simply 60 divided by 75 we are comparing, right? What is this? 15 fours are 15 fives are 60 by 75. 15 fours are 60. 15 fives are 75. 4 by 5 is nothing but 80%, no? Seal. Yeah. But until you get this one, it takes lot of understanding, lot of logic. That comes by practice and the right usage of English also. English reading also equally important. Yeah, though you are good at maths, but English reading, correct understanding of the question is equally important. Yes or no? So the people who are feeling that they are weak in maths, inherently they will be weak in the language also. That is why they will not be able to make sense of the question and finally they drop. And even like if you are from English medium, it doesn't mean that you will understand all of this. A person who is from regional medium and very strong in the language can understand, can decipher this question very easily. So it is all about the language and the arithmetic. Doesn't matter initially you have studied in which language, English or your regional medium. It is all about the sense of language and arithmetic. These are two basic things. If you are good in this one, trust me, like you will do good in other things too. Okay? Your language skills, the arithmetic. Make it stronger. Okay? Next. 3/4. Okay, you write this equation for me. Let's see. Write the equation for me. Good. No plus 50 for this. Done? Okay, right. 3/4 of a number. Of a number. 3/4 of a number is equal to 3/5 of or 60% of another number. 3/4 of a number. You have to assume a number, no? If you write only 3 by 4, 3/4 of a number, that can be anything. X, Y, Z, A, B, whatever. Done? Yes, 3 by 4 of x is equal to, what is 60%? Should you have to turn the page? 3 by 5. 60% is 3 by 5. Another number. Here you cannot express this in terms of x. Definitely you have to take another number. That means another variable. So this is 3/4 of a number. 3/4 of a number, let's say x, is equal to, nothing can be more clearer than this, is equal to, what we say is equal to, no? So that is equal to, 60% is nothing but of, simple, done. Okay. And the difference between these two, which two? X and y, or 3 by 4x and 3 by 5y. Already they are given, they are equal. They are equal. If you subtract one from each other, one from the other, it will be 0, no? They have told this and this are equal. If you subtract from one another, it will be 0, no? And first of all, first unknown, what they have given? 3/4 of a number. What we have assumed? X as a number, no? Another number, they are talking about those numbers first. So they are telling the difference between those numbers, x with the difference of y, as 20. Why I have written like this? Why I have not written x minus y? Huh? Yeah, we don't know whether x or y is a greater number. Whether x or y is a greater. So if you tell like this, it will be simply assuming the unnecessary thing. This can be x minus y is equal to 10, or x minus y is equal to 20, or y minus x is equal to 20. Anything can happen. So we have to be open for this. But let us assume, not assume, let us find out which is greater. Now with this, can I cancel? X is equal to 4 by 5y. Now you will tell me, in these two numbers, x is greater or y is greater? ₹100 gone. You had just made it to 0. Now 100 gone. Yeah. There has to be justification. No, it is not like x or y. You have to justify, right? Which one is correct? Which is greater, x or y? Y.
X is some part of y.
Very good. X is some part of y. That means x is a fraction of y. 4 by 5 is nothing but 80%, right? X is 80% of y. It is not complete. Whenever this fraction is a proper fraction, that is numerator is smaller and denominator is bigger, that means x is a smaller part in y. Not full. Not more than y also. So x is what? Lesser than y. So what I have to assume here? Y minus x is equal to, therefore, y minus x is equal to 20. Y minus x is equal to 20. Now, we have two equations. X is equal to 4 by 5y and y minus x is equal to 20. They are asking, what is the sum of these two numbers? Again, which two numbers? X and y. Yeah, x and y. So, from these two equations, can I get the values of x and y. These are two equations, no? X is equal to 4 by 5y and y minus x is equal to 20. Take any equation and solve. In such case, what best you can do is, instead of x, put 4 by 5y. Here, put y minus 4 by 5y, because x is equal to 4 by 5y. Instead of x, I am putting 4 by 5y is equal to 20. Y minus 4 by 5y is how much? 1 minus 4 by 5. I am closing my eyes. I should hear the answer. Very good. This works. 1 minus 4 by 5 is 1 by. Okay, 1 minus 2 by 6 is 1 minus 2 by 6 is what? 4 by 6. 1 minus 3 by 7 is what? 1 minus 3 by 8 is what? Yeah. 1 minus 2 by 9 is what? Getting the touch? Yes. So 1 minus 4 by 5 is 1 by 5y is equal to 20. Y value is equal to 100. Now we got y. We got y. Substitute this y anywhere, here or here. So y is equal to 100. X is equal to 4 by 5 into 100. 5 ones are 5 20s are. So x is equal to 80. X is equal to 80. X is equal to 80 and y is equal to 100. What is the sum? 180. Yes? Yeah? No issues? Tell me if you have issues. See, this solution, when two equations are there, finding x and y, you should do. I should not be like doing all the time. You should do it either by substitution method or by parallel cancellation method. You should do it. Okay? Always the one-liners are more dangerous. One-line question. Very dangerous. If the question is of 5-6 lines, it will be very easy because they would have given all the data to you. But one-liners, usually they don't give all the data and they will try to intertwine everything there. Okay? Now, the number which exceeds 12% of it by 44 is, they are asking a number which exceeds 12% of it. That means it's 12%. There is one number, let's say there is one number x and there is another number, that is, this number is x. What is it? 12% of it. That is 12% of x. This is one number. This is another number. And one more number they have given is 44. This is one number. This is another number. One more number they have given is 44. I want you to construct an equation out of this. Simple. It is very simple. Just you have to put equal to mark, plus or minus, and get me the equation. One number is x, another number is 12 by 100x and 44. You have to connect them with equal to, plus or minus. I need the equation. X exceeds 12% of x by 24 by 44. X exceeds 12% of X by 44. But you use these three and tell me what is the equation. Okay. After this, you have written. Where did 44 go? X exceeds 12% of it. X exceeds. Okay. Okay. Not it, Malan? No? Not getting? Show me the equation. Correct. Okay. I'll give one more example like this. A exceeds B by 10. A exceeds B by 10. Tell me which is more, A or B? Over, no, answer is done. When you say A is more, A exceeds B by 10. What does that mean? If you don't understand this English, it will be difficult. A exceeds B by 10.
A is 10 more than B.
Simple. Write it in equation. What do we do? A is 10 more than B, no? A exceeds B by 10, no? That means A has 10 more than B. Yes or no? Or two people are going in car. The fastest car is 40 kilometers away. What does that mean? X exceeds the Y by 40. That means X is, here A is 10 more than B. Then what it becomes? X exceeds 12% of it by 44. No? Not entering the mind? How should I tell? You tell me. X exceeds means X is more, no? And we are comparing to what? 12 by 100 X. And it is more by how much? 44. Yeah. When you get the answer, you will be surprised what you are comparing actually. Okay, solve this. Okay, I am not going to write the LCM here. X minus 12 by 100X. What it is? Okay, X minus 25 by 100X. How do you write? 75 by 100, right? So, X minus 12% of X. 88% of X. So, 88 by 100 into X is equal to 44. 44 ones are 44 twos are 2 ones are 250s are. X is equal to 50. Now, X is 50. 12% of X is 6. 50 minus X is equal to. So, this sentence says 50 exceeds 6 by 44. Yeah, I know. If you are introduced to this for the first time, it is difficult. But I have given many clues to you. So, that is how Here one thing, something is exceeding means its difference with another number is 44. Another number is what? 12% of itself. Yes or no? Yes. X is equal to 50. And they are asking that number. The population of a town. Okay, before coming to this, I'll tell you one concept. Let's say population only. Let's say population of a city is 100 today. Next year, it will increase by 20%. Increase by 20%. So, the population of the city will become what? It will increase by 20%. So, it will become what? 125 how? It is increasing by 20%. Madam, namaste. 6 o'clock class. ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಚೇಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾನು 5:45 ವರೆಗೂ ಇದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸು. ನನ್ನ ಚೇಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಚೇಂಬರ್ ಓಪನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ 5:45 ವರೆಗೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮ್ದು 6 ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ 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 ಇರ್ಲಿ. If 100 was the population of the city, if it is increased by 20%, then 120, right? How do you get this? 100 plus 20. Okay. Now I'll ask one more thing. Now this is the population of the city. Again, it is increasing by 20%. This is the population of the city today. It is increased by 20%. How do you make it? Here people are adding 20, no? What is that 24? 20% of the population, correct? So, while I am getting this is nothing but plus 20% of the population, correct? Here, why I have taken 100 is, it is easy to calculate. So, 20% of 100 is 20. That is why I have to add 20. When we assume 100, that is fine. But for this 120, if I want to add 20%, what do I do? 20% of 120, I have to calculate, 0, 0 get cancelled, 0, 0 get cancelled, 24. I have to add 24. Instead of that, instead of taking this 24 and adding to 120, can I do like this? 120 into 120% of 100. Instead of taking 20% and adding to it, already I am adding to the percentage only. Rather than finding it 20% and adding, can I directly write 120% of it? Then what will happen? 144 only. Instead of taking 24 and adding to 120, what I'll do? I'll multiply by 120%. Is it fine? That means I am directly multiplying by 120 by 100. Or if you take out this one, it will become 1.2 also. See, whenever you are adding 20%, you can directly multiply by 120 by 100. Or you can directly multiply 1.2. Are you getting my point? Yes? Let's say I have to add 50%. Can I directly multiply by 150 by 100? It is becoming 1.5 times, no? If you are adding 50% to anything, it is becoming 1.5 times, right? Yes? Or can I multiply by 1.5? Yes? For example, your salary was 10,000 rupees. It is getting an increment of, let's say, 50%. What will your salary become? 15,000. No, because it is your salary. Huh? You will not take even 1 rupee less. Yes or no? If somebody else's problem, then you have a problem, right? So, taking 10,000, multiplying by 50%, you will get 5,000, then add to 10,000, 15,000. Rather than that, I am telling, directly multiply by 1.5, na? Can you do that? 10,000 into 1.5 is how much? Because calculating the percentage and adding to the earlier amount will take extra time. That is why directly multiply by 1.5. In the given problem, they are telling the population of a town is 8,500. It increases by 25%. What should I multiply with? What should I multiply with? 125 by Yes. This is what the first year, at the end of the first year, this is the population, correct? Yes or no? At the end of the second year, it is growing by 20%. What should I write here? Correct? This is initial population, end of first year, end of second year. Then we'll get the total population. Yes or no? So from now on, whenever we are adding certain percentage to the given amount or given number, rather than finding the percentage and adding it, what we'll do, we'll directly write 125 by 100 or 120 by 100 or 150 by 100 accordingly. Yes? Now calculate. 0, 0 get cancelled. Here 0, 0 get cancelled. Then 5 2s are 5 17s are and 2 1s are 2 6s are. Calculate. (17 into 125 into 6). How much it will be? One thing. In our calculation, 125 is coming. Our answer should be ending with 125 or 250 or 375, like that, multiples of 125 only, which is giving us the end result in terms of 125. All these are not in terms of 125. 125 ones are 125, 250, 375. Even while we were calculating 1 by 8, 2 by 8, we have seen. That is 125, 250, 375, 500, 625, 750, 875, like that. If you want to multiply, you can multiply, you will get this answer. 12,750. Done? Next. This is a puzzle problem. Let us not take now. This is a puzzle problem. I will take it later. This is just like a puzzle. If you want to solve, you can solve. Spend some time on this. It is like a puzzle. It is not a completely arithmetic question. It is like a puzzle also. (96 children of a class) 96 children of a class are seated in rows and columns in such a way that number of children in each row is 50% more than the number of children in each column. So in school assembly, it would have stood like this, right? in rows, in columns. Yeah? Don't draw this. It's not Rangoli. See, usually in assembly, don't worry about number of rows and number of columns. This is how the students stand, no, in assembly. So they are standing like this or seating like this. How do you calculate the total number if they are sitting like this? How do you calculate the total number? How many are there in this and how many are there in this? You multiply, you get the answer, correct? So now what they are telling, the number of children in each row. Let's say there are X students in each row. There are X students in each row is equal to, or I'll come otherwise, the number of children in each row, they are expressing in terms of 50% more than number of children in each column. They are telling number of children in each row is equal to 50% more than the number of students in each column. So basically first is being expressed in terms of second. So assume the number of children in each column. Number of children in each column is equal to X. Is equal to X. Okay. Then the number of children in each row is equal to Y. Already they have given, no? 50% more than X. 50% more than X. What should I write here? Tell me. I'll not explain. X plus 150 by 100. X plus 50 by X. 50 by 100X, no? Basically, 50% more means what? 1.5 times? 50% more is 1.5 times. Can I write 1.5x? 50% more is 1.5x, no? Simple. That is why in the previous problem I told, let us drop the idea of writing so many percent plus the original. Let us not write. We would have written 150 by 100x, or I am writing 1.5x. Okay? 1.5x. Now, how do you find out the total? How do you find out the total? These many people in column, these many people in row. How do you find out the total? X into 1.5x, that is equal to 1.5x square, that is equal to 96. Solve for this. 1.5x square is equal to 96. X square is equal to 96 divided by 1.5. Correct, no? So, get rid of this point. It will become 960 divided by 15. 960 divided by 15. 15 6 are 15 4s are. X square is equal to 64. X is equal to 8. Don't think of minus 8 because we want the answer in positive. Yes. So, in each column, 8 students are there. In each column, 8 students are there. So, in each row, how many are there? In each row, 1.5 times. So, number of students in each row is 1.5x. So, this 1.5x is equal to 1.5 times of 8, that is equal to 12. 12 8s are 96. Yes. As soon as you see 96 in this problem, the factors of 96 should be running in your mind. Maybe it is 12 8s or 16 6s, 24 4s. That should be running in your mind. And you should be finding those things here. Yeah. 9 cannot be the answer because 96 cannot divide. 96 cannot be divided by 9. 18 also cannot divide 96. Your options are only 8 and 12. Yes or no? That is what they are asking. No? So your ears, eyes, sometimes nose, mouth, and more than anything, your brain should be open when you see any number there. Yes or no? This is very important problem. This is with respect to budget. Budget means not our national budget, our personal budget. Our personal budget. Let's say we'll have a budget of, let's say, 1,500 for only midday meals. 1,500 for midday meals. Getting my point? Every day afternoon you have to eat and you will have 1,500 as your budget per month. So what is your calculation every day afternoon? What should be the cost of your food? If this is not coming, then 50, 1,500, 30 days, 50 rupees. And every day you will have in one mess. Okay, they are charging you 50 rupees. Suddenly they raise the price and they are telling now it is 60 rupees. You will tell in your house that the price has raised. They will say, but budget will remain the same. Then what you will do? What you will do? Definitely you will find one more option which is giving you the meals at rupees 50. But if there is no option, then what you will do? You will try to reduce your consumption, right? You will try to reduce your consumption. For example, petrol rate has increased, but your petrol budget is same for the month. What you will do? Wherever possible, you will go by walk. Wherever possible, you will go by cycle. Wherever possible, you will drop. You will drop the idea of going there. Yes. So that is why, like this budget thing is very important. We spend according to our budget. In this, as a result of 25% hike in the price of rice per kg, a person is able to purchase 6 kg less. See, purchasing 6 kg less for rupees 1,200. His budget was 1,200 only. His budget was 1,200. So whatever may be the price, according to that, he will take the quantity and his budget is 1,200. Earlier, let's say his budget was, or they might have given anything here, no, 25%. Let's say the price of the rice was X earlier and his consumption, let's say Y. His consumption, let's say Y. X rupees per kg and these many kgs would have charged him 1,200. Now what is happening? The price hike by how much? 25% more. So what will be the new price of rice here? What should I write here? Instead of X, what should I write? This is older calculation. Newer calculation? Yeah. 25 by 100, I will not write. 125 by 100, okay. But I will write what? 1 point into Y is equal to 1,200. But what is happening? The calculation is getting reduced by 6. Calculation is getting reduced by 6. Y is becoming, how many equations are there? How many variables? Can we solve for X? Or what they are asking? What was the original price? X. Can you solve for X? In the place of Y, can we substitute the value of, can we substitute in terms of X wherever Y is there? Yeah? Can we? Yeah, this calculation or simplification is not that easy because one is in terms of product. So what will happen? You will write Y is equal to 1200 divided by X. You will write 1200 divided by X. Then the whole LCM in terms of X, this will become X square. The things will be ruined. I'll tell you one simple way of doing it. One simple way of doing it. Earlier, the budget X into Y is equal to 1200, right? Now also the budget is 1200. Instead of 1.25, how do you express 1.25 in terms of fraction? 1.25 in terms of fraction. 125 by 100. Simplify it. It should be more than 1, no? 1 integer 1 by 4. 1.25 is nothing but 1 integer 1 by 4. 5 by 4 makes sense. Why you are going to 125 by 100? Then 25 ones are 25. Oh my God. 1.25. 0.25 is 1 by 4, no? So, what I will write? The new price is 5 by 4x into, again I will not write y minus 6 here. Y minus 6 I will not write. Now, x into y is equal to 1200. This expression, the product of these two is 1200. Then, these two must be equal, no? When these two are equal, these two must be equal. This is equal to 1200. This is also equal to 1200. But already we have seen x into y is equal to 1200. Anyways, we have to write y. Anyways, we have to write y. But the effect of 5 by 4 has to be cancelled, no? Effect of 5 by 4 has to be cancelled, yes or no? That is what? You have to cancel 5 by 4. So 4, how it can be cancelled? If I write it in numerator. 5, how it can be cancelled? Makes sense? X into y is equal to 1200. Already I know the price rise. After the price rise, the price has become 5 by 4x. Now the new consumption will be 4 by 5y. Do you agree? This 4 by 5y already they have given that 4 by 5y is nothing but 6 kgs less than the earlier consumption. Yes? Yes or no? So try to calculate for y. Y minus 4 by 5y. Y minus 4 by 5y. 6 will go this side. Then y minus 4 by 5y. How much it is? 1 by 5y. So 6 is equal to 1 by 5y. Y is equal to 30. Y is equal to 30. If y is 30, x is equal to 1200 divided by 30, 40. X should be equal to, this is one more way of dealing it. one more way of dealing it. Such problems are coming very often in the examination. Such problems are coming very often. Even this way might take few seconds to solve. And here you need proper understanding. Proper understanding. You have to cancel these fractions. That is why you need to struggle. I'll tell one more simple thing. In these budget problems, if the price is raising by 1 by x, then the consumption will fall by 1 by x plus 1. Getting my point? If the price rise is raising by 1 by x, then the consumption would fall by 1 by x plus 1. I'll show you the demonstration right here. What is the price rise in the previous problem? By how much percentage? 25%. 25% in terms of fraction, how it will be? 25% in terms of fraction, how it will be? 1 by 4, right? So our price is increasing by, then according to this, consumption has to fall by, this is price and this is consumption. This can be with respect to anything, maybe grains, food, petrol, anything for that matter. 1 by 5. So our consumption has to reduce by 1 by 5, right? So in the given problem, this reduction is nothing but how much? Consumption has fallen down by 6 kgs. This 1 by 5 is nothing but 6 kgs. Consumption has reduced by 1 by 5. That is 6 kgs. If 1 by 5 is 6 kgs, then the full lot will be, if 1 by 5 of something is 6, then the entire quantity would be 30 kgs. Understanding? So earlier 30 kg was the consumption. Now 24 kg is the consumption. Yes or no? Earlier, when 30 kg was the consumption, rate was 40 rupees. The rate has become what? Now 50 rupees. That is why we are consuming 6 kgs less. That is 24 kgs. Getting my point? This will be very handy. Write it somewhere. When the price raised by 1 by x, then the consumption will fall by 1 by x plus 1. If the price rise has happened by 50%, 50, then what would have happened? Then what would have happened? 50% is what? 1 by 2. This will become 1 by 3. Your consumption will reduce by 1 by 3. When you take your own money and go to shop and purchase, then you will calculate everything. Rather than seeing the pack, you will see the rate first. Yes or no? Yesterday I was purchasing, after so many days, like because of bad stomach, I wanted to consume Parle-G. I went and just asked 2 packs of Parle-G. 5 rupees is 1 pack, no? That is what is there in our mind. 5 rupees pack. Then I didn't see billing and all, I didn't see. I came home and I started, the Parle-G this much bigger has become only this. Earlier 12 used to be there. Now it is 8. So price has remained the same. Due to the inflation, the number of biscuits have reduced. That is how it is. Parlay does it very effectively. While purchasing, it is not hard on your pocket. But while consuming, you will feel like, yes or no? Yeah. So that is how, if budget remains the same, consumption will reduce. In this manner, please remember this. It is going to help you like anything. And I am going to tell the application of this in other problems also. Okay, remember this. This is also kind of a puzzle only. Rather than puzzle, it is kind of a data interpretation kind of thing. So the previous puzzle, what I had told, and this one, I'll take it together because there is a connection between them. Okay. If the price rise of an article is, if the price of an article is decreased by 20% and then the new price is increased by 25%, then what is the net change in the price? Earlier, there is a decrease of price by 20%, then the increase by 25%. So what is the net change? In such cases, always assume 100 as the price. Rather than X, 100 would help us. If everything is written in terms of percentage in the problem, take 100. Earlier, one number, 25% less of it. So I tried to take 100, right? So similarly, here you take 100. Then I am decreasing the price of this article by how much? So how much it will be? Now I am increasing the price of this one by 25%. So how much it will be? 20% of 100. Will be how much? 20, no? That is why we have to subtract 20. Now, this 25% is on the base of what? 80 or 100? 80. That is very important. While we are decreasing or increasing, on what we are increasing or decreasing, that is very important. Here 25% of is equal to 0, 0 cancel, 2 4s are, 2 5s are, 5 1s are, 5 5s are, 20. So plus 20 if I make, this will be equal to yes. Yep. Okay. Now tell me, just like this, something is 100 and I increase it by plus 25%, it will become something. If I want to bring back to the original price, just like this, right? We decreased and increased. Just like that, if from one price I want to make an increase and decrease, first I am increasing by 25%, then it will be how much? If I want to bring it back to 100, I should reduce it by how many percentage? I should reduce it by how many percentages? Don't get a clue from here, I'm telling you. Calculate, no? 100 plus 25% of it is 125. And finally, you have to make this 125 as 100. How much you have to reduce? You have to reduce 25, right? But 25 is what percentage of 125? 25 is what percentage of 125? So if you understand the knack of this 20-25, na, you will be through. 25 is what percentage of 125? Okay, tell me. 25 is 1/5 of 125? 25 is 1/5 of 125? 1/5 is what percentage? 20%, no? But most of the people does this mistake. While they increase something by some percentage, to bring that back to the original value, they will reduce by that much only. If I reduce here by 25%, the value will become what? It will become 87.5. That is not correct. 87.5 or how much? 25% of 125. 31 point, yeah, correct. 88.75 it will become. Okay. Let's say you increase something to 120. You increase something by 20%. Then you will have to reduce it by I want the answer from you. 100 has been increased by 20% to get 120. To get back to the original price, how much I should reduce? Don't give some tukka answer, okay? Okay. From 120 to 100, how much you should reduce by value? 20, no? 20 on the base of what you are reducing? 20 is being reduced from what? 120. So 20 is what part of 120? 20 is what part of 120? 1/6, no? So please be careful. Whatever the percentage that you apply here, in the reverse, that is not the same. Whatever percentage you apply here, it is not the same. Even here, while increasing, this is nothing but 1/4. Reduction, 20% is what? Increasing, 20% is 1/5. Decreasing, 16.6%. That is, so the thing what I had taught earlier, it is applicable here also. So here, anyways, 0% change. But the calculation is this. If you increase by 1/x, you have to decrease by. This is nothing but what? You are coming back to the original budget. That's it. You are coming back to the original budget. So please remember this 1/x while increasing, reduction by 1/x plus 1. These are in terms of fraction. But in the examination, they can ask you in terms of percentage. These are fractions. After that fraction, you have to convert it into percentage also. So how many problems are there? Okay. Tomorrow, we'll hurry up a bit. We'll hurry up a bit because we know the concepts now. Then after percentages, we'll go to ratio and proportion tomorrow. Okay, after percentages, ratio and proportion.